Hello, assalamu alaikum, guys. I want to do this topic before I go to bed tonight. When I saw this on the news, hell, this is embarrassing and insane. And this is exactly what I've been talking about this whole time, guys, in my videos. That as long as we are abusing children and women, we cannot bring up decent community, us black people. Lot of you know that Will Smith himself come from an abusive home where his father used to hit his mother so much, really bad. Him growing up watching that, Will Smith himself is why Will Smith did what he did, to embarrass himself and all his fans and the whole black community. But the worst part about this, guys, is that I saw some black people doing videos and are citing with what he did, saying that it's fine that he slapped that guy on stage because the guy deserved that. Because the guy, I don't know, 2005 or 2006, they're saying, was kind of making a joke that also was the wife was not happy with, like kind of like bullying the wife in his joke. How is that enough reason for Will Smith to get up in the middle of the stage in front of everyone and slap this man like a 1-year-old? This man is a comedian, and this man was his friend and is still his friend, something like that. And if this man made a bad joke and he's a comedian, for you to go on stage to slap him, especially a black man like you, in the middle of the white people in America, where people don't respect black people. Hey, what is wrong with us? Will Smith needs help. He's been talking about how he needs help. The moment he said he come from an abusive home where his father used to beat his mother until his mother have to run for her life and leave them alone, and they have to grow up without a mother. How he's talking about how he traumatized from when his father beat his mother until his mother passed out in front of him. And he was a child, he couldn't help him. When he said all of this, obviously we know that he's traumatized by it and he have more chance of hitting people. People who come from a home that they've been hit, they have more chance of hitting people. This is why I talk about people to stop hitting people in my videos. I always say that. Exactly. That's exactly the reason why he did it. He come from a home that his father hit his mother so much that his mother have to run and leave his children alone with the husband. How bad is that? You have a husband who you have children with, who you love, and he have to beat you so much that you have to run and leave him with the children. He have to watch his mother passed out and he couldn't help her because he was young. He said from that day his mother run and leave them alone and ran away. He said he carried that pain growing up. This is why I keep telling you guys to stop abusing women and children, African community. Look at how this man embarrassed us all now. In the middle of the white people. Look at how this man embarrassed the whole world in the middle of the white people in America. if this man come from a home where people learn how to control their emotion and behave like a human being, this man will do this? I don't think so. What kind of a bad joke this man did that what Will Smith getting up, slapping this man like a 1-year-old in the middle of all the professional people in America, where people don't even respect black people? You make all your enemies happy. Hey! No, I'm dreaming. This is a movie. I'm done with my community. And the worst part about this is some sick people, I see them making video. That's why I come this night to make video. I'm not even in the mood to make video this night. But I saw some people making videos defending this. They're like, yeah, this man, was bullying his wife. That he deserved that. That's how you guys saying that, that we don't defend you. We black men don't defend you. And now we defend you, you're complaining. What kind of a defense is that? That's not defending. You defend us by telling the truth, not cheating and lying, like the idiot lot of you are. That's how you defend us. You know it. Who tell you to go in the effing middle of the people and fighting like a 1-year-old, slapping a comedian like a mad 1-year-old? Who tell you to defend us like that? That's not defending us. That's embarrassing us to the core. Killing us in the middle of the, all the enemies and stuff. What the hell, man? Sick. And people saying that this is good, he's defending us. He's defending who? Listen, I'll tell you how a black man will defend a black woman. If you want to know. Hence, you're pretending like you're mad. You don't know what defending is. I know you know it anyway. You don't want to do it because it's not going to favor you. You defend us by not sleeping with us left, right, and center like a weak idiot. You defend us by loving us and respecting us even if we have a dark skin. You defend us by not lying to us and beating us and abusing us and neglecting our children. How are you doing like you're mad? You don't know what defending is. You defend us by not insulting I can't talk. Not insulting us like a hopeless idiot that you always do, lot of you. Calling us single mothers and hopeless, and just treating us bad. How are we not going to be single mother when a lot of you love women and so weak? You shouldn't have a good big manhood. A lot of you shouldn't have a correct manhood. You cannot control it. Too weak to have a correct manhood. All of you should have this type of manhood. A lot of you, especially you that cannot control yourself. Carry your manhood everywhere, giving it to everybody. You don't do that if you want to defend us. You keep it for the person you marry. If you don't have a wife, you look for a wife and behave like the man you are. Stop training women to be a prostitute. That's what a lot of you do. You train the women to be a prostitute by giving them money and sexing them, or just sexing them, abusing them and sexually abusing them like a stupid idiot. How you don't know how to protect us? You know it. You're just pretending like you're mad. What is this? Honestly. I've never seen this in my life. Such a community. You don't know what is... Hey! I'm laughing, but I'm crying. This is serious, man. You don't know what is defending us. Some of you that I saw, that's why I came this night. Making video, never mind the madness that already happened on stage. Some of you that making video about this, some American men, I saw some black American men insane videos, live video talking like this, saying that, that he's defending us. That's why he did that, he's defending his woman. That's not defending his woman. He's not happy and he cannot control his temper. Why are you lying about it? Anyway, let's think. Him and that woman, they have a very bad relationship. They're doing this so-called open, what's it called? Open relationship. I don't know what's the name. Everybody do what you like. That is not a relationship for people that love each other or used to love each other. They can't cope with it. I don't even know why they stay together. And for you guys saying that it's not people's business, maybe it's not your business yourself. Us that watch them and pay for their movies, pay for services to watch them, it's our business. They entertain us. They doing we giving them bread. It's because of us they're eating and drinking. So how the hell is not our business now because you don't like us to talk about it, but it's our business when we're paying for their movies and their stuff, then it's our business. Get to hell, all of you saying that. They come and humiliate the whole community and nobody's gonna talk. This is insane, man. Sick professional people. He need help. Take me. I'm a future president of Gambia. Me, I cannot be a president of Gambia. I'm gonna strangle everybody. I'm gonna be worse than Will Smith himself. Because my community is so annoying when they're doing things like this and defending it. I'm laughing, but I'm crying. This is serious. Look at me. I'm crying. This is serious. Very bad behavior. And the black man that is always pretending like he doesn't know how to protect a black woman. I don't understand this type of a black man. The black man that is always cheating and lying, doing horrible stuff to the black woman. And when someone say anything to the black woman, they're like, I'm ready to die. I love you. I'm protecting you. You're not protecting no one. You are a sick hypocrite. Oh, this head time. You protecting people, you tell the truth and behave your entire generation. How you don't know that? You cannot even make love to people correctly. Too wicked to do that. Cannot tell the truth. All of you that is like this, I'm talking to you guys. If you are not like this, just watch for entertainment or leave. I'm talking to the black men that are like this. They know themselves. You pretend like you don't know how to protect someone. Fighting because someone says something to your wife, that's not protecting your wife. That's just you don't know how to have a, how to control your temper. Depend what the person did, but you shouldn't just fight on stage and fight in public for a comedian that is making a joke. That's not professional. That's not protecting your wife. That's you teaching your children and the youths how to do savage, idiotic stuff, and even in public. And that's embarrassing and insane, and that's weakness, lack of manners, stress, depression. That's just whatever. That's Will Smith. They listen to me, Will Smith. What you did right now, I know you're not going to hear me, but I'm just going to do like I'm talking to you. What you did is more embarrassing than whatever the F that joke is about your wife don't have hair. Even if your wife had cancer and have no hair, and that man was bullying her, what you did is more embarrassing and more disgraceful for your wife and her entire generation if she's well. and the rest of the people who love you and your wife. Don't you know that? Your wife, if you wanted to go and slap that man, she should have hold you. If she love you, she should have hold you and tell you don't go, it's not worth it, it's fine, baby. She should have saved you from that idiotic embarrassment that you did. I will never allow my husband to protect me in such an idiotic way in public to make all his enemies happy. Even if someone make a very bad joke to bully me, worse than that. So either if that woman know that and she let you go, that means she doesn't care about you. She's done with you. I don't even know why you guys are together. Hence now you're saying that you're doing this effing open relationship thing. Everybody sleeping with everybody you like. What type of relationship is that? That's not relationship. That's fake and hopeless. Why are you doing that when you can just leave? My community people, they're telling me to talk in my language, but this is what I've been telling them this whole time anyway. I always tell them exactly like to stop abusing women and children. So even if I tell them, they don't care, that a lot of them don't care about it, and they don't even want me to tell them that. They say that I'm Western minded for telling them that. Yes. People were happy with it. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. He was happy and okay with it himself until his wife, take it personal. I know he loved that woman. That woman is small and petite. Some big guy like petite women. They don't like Amijo kind of a woman like me, heavy and stuff. But that doesn't matter. Jokes aside. Even if the woman, doesn't matter how the woman looks. But jokes aside, this is not love. Look at me. This is serious. It's not love. It's not. Listen to me. You're saying that when you love somebody, you do something. That is not going to make people think you love her. Only crazy people will think it like that. Crazy, aggressive people will think like that. Every normal human being will know that. That's not you love her. That's because you're sick and you need help. That's called what you did. It was a walk training. It was good. But the thing is, we do not really know what they've been through inside their home. He's sick and depressed and hopeless. He needs help. He shouldn't go to certain event. When your mental health is not stable, you shouldn't go to certain event. And when he was going, he knows that they said, some people saying that he have a history with that man. That man was bullying his wife in a comedy joke a few years ago. Like, this is not the first time he did that. So he should then prepare, knowing that the man is going to play a joke again. He should then prepare himself and meditate and learn how to control his temper before he go. And get ready for the man. You know what I mean? And know that the man might do a bad joke again, or whatever, And get ready to not embarrass himself. It has only really revealed how violent William is. Yes. And this is so embarrassing and hopeless. Some people want to come in. Let me see. I don't know where you guys. And not love. I told my community people all the time to stop abusing women and children. It's going to make people to grow up and do that. Anybody that come from abusive home, physically abusive home, you have 99.9.9.9% chance of doing it to your partner or your children or even somebody at work, anybody, whenever you're angry. It's something that you have to work really hard, meditate, work really hard to not do that. Change your mindset, control your temper. It's a big work that you have to work that might take you even years. Reverse how you see people and how you see life and how you see issues. Reverse and learn how to calm your temper when you're angry and have a limit, have a stop point where you're gonna stop. li may wax mooy acte boobu tudd Will Smith. xam ngeen Will Smith, yéen ñu bari xam ngeen ko. ku njool kooku noonu américain bi te njool nii te rafet te day def ay comédie ak ay film. Comédie la commencé waaye mu jéegi si la gën a def film waaye ba tey filmi comédie la day def ak yeneen filmi xeex ak yooyu. te xam doom jooju tudd xawma nan Jordan Smith. bu yàggut maa ngi post vidéo Will Smith bi fi muy motiver nit ñi daf dee motiver nit ñi sax ba Sénégal am ak góor a Sénégal gu ma ne lu mu wax noonu lan la ma di ko waxal si xolof te fekk mu ngi wax si àngale góor góog la Will Smith. Yéen ñu bari xam ngeen ko. Will Smith fa dem ak jabaram ci benn programme seen award yi ñu leen di jox noonu di leen wax ne diw yaa gañe lii diw yaa gañe lii si at mi sa liggéey bi sa acting bi yaa gañe lii cadeau bi lifin bi médaille bi Academy Award xaw ma la tuddoon something like that. fa la newoon démb si guddi nii xam beneen comédien boo xam ne xaritam la sax de ko tudd nu mu tuddati sax Chris Rock wax ay joke ay fo ay joke comédie yoo xam ne but they never say anything to him. Lo mean Chris don't deserve anything. People like you are so sick and unbelievably sick, and I am going to block you right now if you type that here again. You can go and open your TikTok and do your video and talk and say that Chris deserves it, not on my video. It's not because I'm a comedian. It's because Will need help. Will is sick and stressed and depressed and effing traumatized from a father that beat his mother until his mother ran and leave them alone. And you're talking about effing whatever. Chris come from a home that he told you crying. Told you how his father beat his mother until his mother fainted and passed out. And he couldn't help her because he was young. Until his mother ran and left them alone to grow up on their own without a father. Sorry, without a mother. Because of the abuse. Let me see what you're saying so I can block you. So he did deserve it, Lord. Who? And he's always making jokes about her having bipolar. Alopecia. See, let me just block you anyway because you're not gonna get anywhere with me. I'm not saying Chris, the joke he's saying is good or not good. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is whatever the Chris joke is, no matter how bad the joke is, even if this woman had cancer, and Chris knew it. And Chris is idiotic and bullying the cancer. What this man did is more embarrassing and shameful for this man entire generation and the whole black community. How you don't know that? You mad. You need help yourself as well. This man himself, he's traumatized and stressed and not happy in his marriage. I don't know why he's with this woman. The children, they're not young anymore. Why can't they divorce? He can find somebody else who love him. He's tall and handsome. This woman too, she's petite and small. She can find somebody else, even younger, like McDonald do. I don't know, McDonald or something. Sorry. Madonna. These small women, they don't grow old. They can always have a small, young, handsome boy. Doesn't matter. They have money. And married to the boy, that's fine. Why they're together, I don't know. They saying that they're doing this open relationship thing. Open relationship is very depressing for when you still love each other or something. I will never do that. What is this effing open relationship? Fake as hell and just cannot, you cannot eat your cake and have it. You want to experience the rest of the world and then you're married. That's why this man is depressed, because his wife is doing this open relationship thing with him. They're doing that themselves, to themselves. Because I don't know who already cheated and stuff like this, just messy and crazy. Why they still there and attacking people now, I don't know. Why can't they just stop and behave themselves? Ugh, this head tie. They cannot be in the relationship, sleeping with everybody and too stressed and attacking the whole world like this physically. In public and making their enemies happy. Who does this? Let me see if I can text somebody. Yes, he's very stressed. I don't know who is this. If I take this person, I don't think they will speak English, because this is English. I feel like this person is going to talk my language. maa ngi lay fekkee waxoo xolof rek du ma la mun a jël fekkee waxoo English, because video bi English la.
vidéo bi English la, kon bàyyi ma génn ami. maa ngi lay ziare bu baax a baax.
waa jërëjëf waaye apprécié naa.
ok thank you.
waaw ba beneen yoon incha allah. waaw xaaral ma ñëw sa waxal leen tuuti li ma doon wax ci English pour ngeen xam ko. I'm just gonna quickly briefly explain to my language, my country people, what I was saying about the video. I mean, what this video is all about, so they know. I already explained to them, about Will Smith, like who Will Smith is. Some of them will know it, but I need to explain to them exactly what he did, because a lot of my followers are from Senegal, and a lot of them can't speak English. They speak French or Wolof, which is my language. Will Smith mi def film noonu fa àndoon ak jabaram ñu dem ca fa ñuy jëlee lifin ya médaille ya pour ne yaa gagné lii sa film bi moo gagné lii sa liggéey bi moo gagné lii xam nga loolu programme yu rëy la dee nekk Amérique ay million ngi nit sax ñoo koy seetaan ci télé bi ba mu fa demee xam beneen nit koo xam ne comédien la xaritam la sax de waaye ñu ne jubóowuñ parce que ay xar si gannaaw xaw ma lan ku ko fa xam benn comédie jóg bu mu defoon boo xam ne mbiri jabaram la woon te loolu neexu ko woon kooka moo ñëwaat defaat jóg si digg ndaje mi mu taxaw jël maayik bi di def jóg comédie mu wax ne jabari kooka xamul kawar jabari Will fa wat kawaram gi yëpp ndelu taay yi mu ne fa am feebar bu tudd xaw ma naka la tuddati fàttinaa tur ba tax fay tax sa kawar gi dog léegi mu ne moo tax mu wat ko léegi bu ko góor googu waxee kaf boobu mbiri kawar xaw ma ban lifin la ko xooyee fa xam lum ko xooyee de xaw ma rab la xaw ma loo xam ne xamul kawar daal ci benn film la loolu neexoon ndax xaw ma something like that ne ko xam yaa ngi mel ni nangam bi wala nangam bi nii like something like this. I can't remember even the joke wane mu jóg bi bu baax xeex bi rek lañ doon wane foofu yu ma doon gis si news bi so bu mu ko waxee ne ko sa daal tooñ ko daal si ñàkk kawaram gi daal rek Will jóg first time bu mu ko waxee lu sax Will daf doon ree nit ñi ñëpp di ree Will ree fekk mu ngi doon wax yeneen kafit yeneen jógit du loolu rek la doon wax léegi rek jabaram change xar kanamam bi caméra bi génne na fi jabaram weccee xar kanamam bi mais ni xa kontaanu daal ci li mu wax jabari Will rek Will jóg ñëw si digg ndaje mi ñaata junni nit di seetaan lool ci digg géew ci digg stade bu rëy boobu plus télé bi ñu ngi ko fa def ñaata million nit di seetaan show bi Will jóg mbéj ko sa digg ndaje ma fa muy waxee ngëb maay bi di comédie ba pare yuuxu ko ne ko baxal suma jabar génneexal suma jabar sa gémmiñ gi baxal suma jabar te moom moog jabaram jubóowuñ jubóo googa Will fa xame stress te stressam bi mooy Will fa doggu ne bu mu doxeegu ne fa mag ci kër goo xam ne baayam fa daan dóor yaayam ba mu xam ne yeren du mën a nokki moom daf koy wax di jooy ci vidéo ak ni mu xem nii fa koy wax di jooy mel ni Ami Jóob di wax lim dund bu mu doxeegu ne di wax ne moom xatam yim dund yépp fa daan mer ak a rëccu lu tax mënutoon a dimbale yaayam bi ko baayam daan toroxal waaye booba gune gu ndaw la mënu ko mën a dimbale xamul sax fukki at ba mujj gi si la yaayam daw wuccee leen kër ga moom ak rakkam xama moom rakkam la woon xamoo something like this daw daal wuccee leen kër ga baayam moo leen yar yaayam fa daw di dóor yu bëri mu ne ba mujjee gis yaayam keroog baayam fa ko dóor ba yaayam xëm falaat munta nokki munta yëngatu xëm comme ça ku dee pass out mooy ko xëm ne yereñ ne nii si la gëj a gisee yaayam mu ne ba yaayam ximbalikoo si la daw gisatu ko léegi mu ne naqat boobu noonu moom loolu la xamee ba nu mu magee ok I'm picking you wait let me finish explaining 2 seconds naqat boobu mu ne moo tax nag moom dafa wax ne su takkee jabar du ko toroxal ba àddina tukki comme ni baayam doon def léegi nag mu nekk si kon mooy ne dafa war a nekk ci jabaram jàmm waaye xaw ma jàmm gi fi mu mujjee de because jabaram mooy jigéen ji tuuti joo tudd Jordan Smith jabaram mu jéegi ay xat ci gannaaw fii fa fi xamoon far génn di ko wax ci vidéo yi far ba it génn di ko wax moom góor gi mu génn di ko wax far ba gune góor gu ndaw la jabaram a ko mag téeméeri yoon mu jéegi ñu ne mu ne baxal na ko fa ko nopp ba tey fay continuer moom sëy bi waaye léegi mu ne ñoom te seen buggéer gi léegi mooy open relationship mooy lu neex waaye def rek waaye ba tey yéen a ngi dëkk waaye lu neex waaye def waaye ba tey yéen a ngi sëy mu ne moom fa bugg jabaram te lu jabaram manti def dana ko baxal waaye kon lu tax ñuy def open relationship lu neex waaye def xam naa lu neex waaye def boobu nit ñu bari wax nañ ne stress boobu moo ko xamee parce que loolu ku bugg sa jabar doo mën a ne si façon ngi loob yooyu ñu ngi am ñaari doom ya dootuñ ku ne magi jëmm leen duñ jeexal ko nag kenn ku ne wuti keneen koo bugg mbaa li jàmm la léegi na naqadi deret gam nga xamee métit bu mu xam magee ci yaayam bi baayam bi toroxal yaayam noonu mu mag ci loolu ba yaayam daw ba leen plus ne ci sëy boo xam ne libi lantang la kenn ku ne lu neex waaye def naqat yooyu ko xamee ba tax muy dóor ndikk sa digg ndaje ma xam nit ñu bari nag fañ génn di wax ne lim koy dóoree noonu baax na parce que kooka fa yab jabaram di ko ñaawal ci ñàkk kawar moo tax mu dóor ko ñooñ fay feebar te dof comme moom jabaram bu ko kooka yabee di ko ñaawal ci ñàkk kawar yi moom dóor yam ko dóor gàcce gam ko indil moom jabaram ak àdduna si yëpp gàcce gu gaa raw gàccee ku ñàkk kawar ku ñuy ñaawal allo
hello Ami
hi
nowadays
fine thank you
you good yeah
I'm good thank you
naka Scotland
fine thank you Scotland a ngi nii rek
fan Aberdeen nag Glasgow na Edinburgh
waa Edinburgh laa nekk
yeah cool
fine thank you
I was looking at the comments nu nii ni nekk di wax about what Chris Rock said about Will Smith's wife Jada Pinkett xam nga the morals of the lesson mooy Will Smith ak Jada Pinkett they had 2 kids yeah I don't know ndax gis nga maa ngi bind mental health
waaw gis naa
mental health is going on in every single household especially outside Africa you know it happened in Africa but mainly in the West because the thing is when I say some things you'll understand what I'm talking about because the stress is too much people go through different level of stress understand so the morals of the lesson is that Chris Rock is a comedian yeah why it doesn't give him the right to joke about somebody's disability or somebody's sickness Jada Pinkett and Will Smith are going through some very rough patches in their marriage so there is it is believed to say that Will Smith, the killer, living the bisexual. Thank you. Put it up. Thank you. Like Will Smith is a bisexual. I don't know how true that is. You know. So for Will Smith to be a bisexual, mo am ñaari doom ak Jada Pinkett, and Jada Pinkett going through all that trauma in her life, and somebody go on stage from in front of everybody to joke about their disability or to joke about their sickness, I think is very unfair. That's why Hammer Will Smith, had to come and do something. Hey, now look that come like Mitch, Jada. Maybe it's a bit out of hands, because you don't slap people, in public like that. Hanger, especially in a stage like that, in front of everybody, So I don't blame Will Smith for what he did. Equally, Chris Rock is a comedian, so maybe he was joking. In fact, he was joking. It wasn't meant to cause any harm. But obviously, somebody suffering from this is making them go through some really crazy stuff in their relationship. Amanda Yangi, remember when Jada Pinkett came and confronted Will Smith about having an entanglement with August. Did you remember that?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw their topic about it.
That he had an entanglement with August. So they were having a separation. So basically, in the West, when you are separated, you can do anything you want to do. Understand? So you can go and have a relationship. You can go and sleep around as much as you want. But the shock of Will Smith was that the fact that this August was a family friend. He used to come to the house all the time. Hanger. So, it's a niece. Okay. It's okay. The fact that this guy come to the house all the time, and then all of a sudden, Will Smith find out that he's kind of dating Jada Pinkett. It's kind of shocking for him. But not many people will take it like lightly. Hanger. So I think both of them, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, they're all going through some rough patches in their marriage. In their relationship. So because I can't say marriage. Hanger. But when you see people commenting, perhaps they're trying to tell you what they think. Like they're trying to tell you their own opinion, their own version of the story. Because Lee was on TV. I think, man, I just saw the snippets on the news headline. But we
Yeah,
all
I know, but I'm just not gonna allow anybody to be saying to be defending what he did, saying that he deserved it and that's fine that he slapped him like that in the middle of the show. It's not even about the guy deserve it or not. It's about the youths watching, especially in America, the youth shooting each other all the time, doing violent, and just every country that have gone now, people are killing each other. Our youths are dying every day, even everywhere. Not just America. So and stabbing each other, knife and stuff, doing violent. So you cannot promote violence like that if you love the community and love yourself and your own children. Even
it is wrong. Yeah, it's
that's
wrong.
why I'm not
No,
saying like what this guy did is right and stuff, but what he did is worse. Whatever joke this guy made, what Will did is 100 times worse, and that's what I'm focusing on. I always focus on the things that are worse.
yeah. So he's got alopecia. Jada Pinkett has got alopecia. It's true, and then I don't think it's right for somebody to come and joke about somebody's disability. It's not right. And
No, that's not right.
we are not we are not equal. Yalla daf ñu binda in a way nekkuñ benn. Understand nga? Maybe I'm suffering from some disability, but that does not give anybody the right to joke about it. I know it's your job. You can do, even you don't get comedy, yeah. Sometimes I watch some of your videos, and people are making comments, just to upset you. Hang on. It's normal, when you're on the media line, when you're on the forefront of people, you have an audience like this. Not everybody who is going to come online is going to say something or write something that you would like. There are things that you're not going to like. You're probably going to say, oh, I'm going to block this person. They're trying to get you upset, But that is up to you to accept what they're saying, because it's all never gonna be all jolly good, you know what I mean? Some people are gonna try to upset you, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I really do not agree with what Will Smith did, to be honest. You know?
Yes, what he did is insane.
Yeah, it's
Me,
insane.
I'm
Yeah.
not saying like what the comedian guy did is fine, but the comedian guy is a comedy, and sometimes some comedian make a bad joke. It's not easy to be a comedy, and sometimes some comedian, if they don't like you, they can definitely use that to joke about, you know, stuff. That is true. Just like everybody else who don't like you and belittling you or looking for excuse to bully you or whatever you call it.
Yeah.
But this is ridiculous what this man did. This
Mm.
man need help and he's not happy. I don't know whether because he's in the relationship and he doesn't want to leave, and the relationship is already, you know, effed up. I just don't know what is it, but this is insane and this is not love.
Yeah. And also, apparently, Chris Rock didn't know that, he has alopecia.
Yeah, that's what they're saying.
He didn't know. So maybe you can
Even
forgive.
if he know it,
Yeah.
even if he knew it and he was bullying Chris getting up and slapping him in the middle of the public like a 1 year old is insane.
So nakala video. I didn't see the video
Sorry,
actually.
I'm not.
How
Sorry,
was
not
it?
Chris.
How was it? I didn't see the video.
He just got up and slapped him in the middle of the thingy.
Like violently, like in the violent form.
Yes, like just pam. Him holding the mic, doing his talk, and he just pam.
Yeah, it's right. It's a sensitive topic,
The
I'm gonna leave
videos
it.
are everywhere. They're on YouTube everywhere. Just go to YouTube and type, you'll see it.
Yeah, I'll check it out, I'll check it out. I mean, I have to go here. Thank you so much for this, yeah. I have
Thank
to
you.
I'll probably talk to you later, yeah.
All right. Thank you,
Thanks.
Suggestive.
All right.
So it's like that. What Chris did is what I always talk about in my videos. Thank you so much, guys. The dress is just the dresses I sell. I sell them. All of these dresses that I'm wearing in my videos, I sell them. Not all, but almost most of them, especially the African ones. You know, he's talked about his wife many times, and it is not funny. He has to protect his family. That's not how to protect his family. That's not how to protect his family. I'm taking you. That's not how to protect his family. Hello. Hello. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Thank you. Hello. I cannot hear this person. So what happened is the guy that was here just now said that, you know, a lot of people are stressed, you know, especially people in America, you know, and abroad. People are more stressed in Africa. That's why they're always hitting their children, strangling them. Africa is double stressed than here. It's just Africa, they master how to manage their stress. They master how to fake life. And they have sunshine and organic food that help them. And some of them connect with the earth as well, connect with the ground. All of those can contribute to your immune system and your happiness. That's why you see Africa smiling like that. Most of their smile is fake. But anyway, this is not for Africa, this video. But don't make me start about Africa. Because by the time I start about Africa, I'll be here all night. The stress is more in Africa. Mm-hmm. Africa is they're too stressed that they don't want you to hear that you need to call them stressed or mention the name stress or depressed, because they also don't even know the word depressed. It doesn't exist in Africa, the word depressed. Not in my country, Gambia, anyway, and Senegal. A lot of them don't know the word depressed. Maybe the last few years they're beginning to know it. They're like, what is that? They never heard of it before. Next thing. Here, I know people are stressed, and Africa and everywhere. Just people doing it differently. And but why these people saying that this man is protecting his wife? That's what I don't know. This is not protecting your wife. Slapping people in the middle of the stage, and you are famous, and the person is famous, and the cameras are looking at you because the person joking about hair. Even if they joke about something very serious. Hello, you still shouldn't do that, not to mention hair. If somebody don't have hair, so what? They can just wear a wig or something. Who cares? Even me, I always save my hair and stuff. And I don't have hair myself. My hair don't grow much. That's why I save it all the time. Who cares? Lot of people now don't have hair, or the hair they have is not enough. They have to wear extension. Even a lot of the white people now wearing extension. Hello, or wigs, especially the celebrity white people and stuff. Why you have to be bothered that some black woman who don't have hair? Who cares? They can just wear a wig. I'm not saying what this man said is good or not good. The comedian guy, no. What I'm saying is what Chris did. Will is because Will is traumatized from his father abusing his mother. Will sit in his videos crying, talking as an adult like this, that he grew up in a home that they beat his mother until his mother passed out. His father did that. And his mother have to run away and leave them alone to grow up alone. He said he's still stressed by it. That's why he's angry. That's why he's doing like his father was doing. This is the reality there. I don't care you like him or not. You have to tell the truth. Him, I love him. I don't hate him. Beautiful actor, very funny, and stuff. But this is idiotic behavior, insane behavior, and he needs help. He get this from his father, doing this to his mother. Now he have to get help. How he's gonna do this in public like a stupid idiot? No, exactly. That's not defending her at all. What black man have to know that if you want to defend a woman, I don't know who is this, but the person have no picture and stuff. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Hello.
Hello.
Eu changing it. Tem uma mudança
Sorry.
sapede.
Sorry, program with English la.
Lay wax ni.
English la dañuy
Do
wax
wax
mbiri
olof.
Will Smith.
Hello mooy leen.
Hello.
Non. Ma dégg ma anglais de.
All right. Mbiri Will Smith la ñuy wax.
Mooy
Beneen yoon
dégg
su
ma
may wax
anglais.
olof nga ñëw. Will Smith la ñuy wax su ñuy wax
Damay
olof
de dégg
beneen
ma
yoon nga ñëw.
anglais. D'accord. Ok.
Okay, jërëjëf beneen yoon.
Ma ne
So
changing
what
it.
happened
Ok.
is this guy, what he did is
Jërëjëf.
unacceptable. And this is what I always talk about in my videos.
Yow moom
Why?
danga sappe.
Thank you, jërëjëf. This is what I always talk about in my videos. This is why I come this night when I saw that. I've been telling my community to stop abusing women and children. Not long ago in Senegal, 2 incidents happened. I am so, even today when I look in the news in Senegal, it's going to be new one. 2 incidents happened where men abusing women. Just like Will Smith's father was doing to his mother. One of the man is a famous singer in Senegal, him and his wife. They're like the John Legend of Senegal. By the way, I heard that John Legend is finished with his wife. Do you guys hear that too? The romantic John Legend and his wife. So, that famous man in Senegal that does singing, beautiful songs, him and his wife sing together. Lot of people look up to them. Come out not long ago, come out in the news that he was hitting his wife, and the wife have to pack her stuff and go to her mother. And it's true, because they never speak about it, him and the woman, until now. And I know my community, they're like that. When something bad happens, all of the older people will tell them not to talk. The parents will tell them, don't talk about it. Don't tell your business to the public. Just leave it. Just quiet about it. You have to sutura him. Sutura him is like keep secret for him, like cover up for him or something. So they must tell the woman that's why the journalist cannot get hold of the woman. The woman don't want to give interview and stuff. She's quiet about it. And I had the man wrote in his, I don't know what platform, that we are quiet. That's what we do. Something like that. But they never, if that was not true, the man will come out with the woman and do video together and say that we don't do that. We are not fighting. We are together, happily married guys. Oh my God. What you guys talking about? And do video and laugh and joke and even, hook each other to show people that they have no problem. Because they used to do even YouTube videos together. They do YouTube videos together, question and answer videos, joke videos. It's on their YouTube channel. So many videos they do together. Just normal videos like this live video on YouTube. That is nothing to do with their singing videos even. So if the whole world is telling them that, he was beating her for so long until she cannot continuously go. If that was not true, they will come out and tell the public, oh guys, that's not true. Yeah, guys, it's true. That's why they're still quiet about it. They're still quiet. It's not long. It's about 2 weeks ago or something when this thing happened. This news come out about them. They're quiet about it. I was angry when I hear it. I love those couples and I love the woman, beautiful. But when I hear that the husband was hitting her. And then the other one, not long ago, the man said he want his wife to come and stay with him. And the wife said, I cannot come. And the man beat the wife, nearly killed the wife, was in the news. Half her neck, really big cut on her neck. People thinking maybe it was knife he used, was trying to chop her neck or something. Big mark. She escaped it. And he had a first wife. He married the second wife. And the first wife left. Obviously, maybe he wasn't even able to look after the first wife, which is why the first wife get angry. A lot of women in my community have that problem. When the first wife, when the man just jump and marry second wife, when he couldn't even look after you, and Allah said he have to look after you, and house you, and clothe you, and feed you, and everything, and he have double the money to do that for somebody else. Some people said it is not Turu, they're making a new song. I don't know. It's Turu. There's a song that they posted not long ago, but that song is what it was recorded long time ago before this problem. That sick song, I don't even really like it. It's not bad, but it's so boring. They're trying to sing for the Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, but they're trying to make it into music and stuff, and it just doesn't suit them. It's not what they normally do, or maybe because I'm just off that man so much now. When I had this, I don't feel that they're a sick new song. I saw it. They posted not long ago. He did that. Even if they do song together, he did that. I believe it. They can still just so-called do song together. Yeah, I know my community. Because this type of men that abuse women, they know how to say sorry to you to get what they want. I know them. They're gonna come and say sorry, 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 to get what they want. If it's a song or whatever they want from you, they're gonna come and say sorry to get what they want from you. Abusive, narcissistic men. They know how to say sorry to get what they want. So if he want them to record a song, and because they have a child, and if he's been hitting the woman for so long and the woman taking that nonsense, that means the woman love him so much. And some women, when they love you so much, they keep forgiving you so much until they cannot take it anymore. They have dead or they're dead or what. So the woman, I believe what he did is true. What people said is true. If that thing was a lie, come on, guys. If that thing was a lie, we all know our community. That man was going to come out with the woman sitting together like this in an interview or just in a small video, talk and condemned it, and even get upset why people publishing such a thing. Come on, guys. Even you that you're not famous like them, if you are the one that people were publishing your pictures all over, talking about it in all platform that your husband is beating you, abusing you until you run to your mother, and you are happy with your husband, are you not gonna come out and tell the public it's not true? You normal person, not to mention a celebrity. So it's true. That's why they're quiet about it. Everyone knows that. No talking is talking. That's all you need. Sometimes no talking is all you need to confirm what you need to know. What else do you want? They don't want to come and say that it's true and explain what happened. They don't want to do that. They rather quiet. It's true. They don't do nothing to have us. It's true. I believe it. Lot of men are abusive, especially in my community, just like William's father. William Smith. His father, what he was doing to his mother, which is why William is like this. Fighting in public, physically slapping in the middle of the show. He get that from his father, doing that to his mother. Him growing up, seeing it. That's why he think it's nothing. This is serious. How you guys joking about this and don't know this is serious? I don't know. How you guys not see what I'm saying? Did anyone see what I'm saying, or shall I just off the camera and go to bed? Hence, everyone is pretending and playing dumb. Will Smith did what he did because his father was doing that to his mother. He said it in his videos. His mother was beaten so much that his mother had to run away and leave them alone. They have to grow up without a mother because of his father's violent behavior towards the mother. That's where he get this idea from. That's why he have the gut to slap this guy in the middle of the camera, in the middle of the wall, like someone who is high on drugs. No matter what bad joke this man did, even if it was worse joke than what he did, it's not what he did. What he did is more embarrassing and painful and have more consequence and just insane to the whole black community. In the middle of America, where black people are fighting for rights and respect, you come and humiliate yourself like that, and you're representing a lot of black people because of who you are. how you think that's fine, or you're looking for name for this, I don't know. This is very bad, and I condemn it. And why I'm talking about it this evening is I want my community to know that this is what I've been talking all of these years. As long as we abuse women and children, we, as the parents, we have more chance of repeating that. That's why a lot of people in my community, especially the women, they beat their children serious beating every day. Lot of people in my community. Yéen ñi bëgg a dugg na da ngeen di wax English, man damay ñëw dem sax bëgguma vidéo bi gudd. Bind leen su dee da ngeen di wax English, vidéo bi English la. Lot of people in my community, the women especially, the children every day or every other day, or like at least once a week or once a month, or depending on the parent and the child. Some of the children are too used to the beating that, you know, that they don't even care about it now anymore. But when they grow old, that's when it's gonna haunt them. And a lot of these people that come from beating home, they're gonna grow up like Will Smith. They're gonna embarrass themselves and their entire generation one day in public like this. Or they're gonna do it behind door. And one day it's gonna come out. So this video is for anybody that is still abusing their children in the house, physically. Abusing the children mother. Know that you're bringing up Will Smith. You with me, or you sleeping now? You are bringing up Will Smith. Either a Will Smith as a boy or a Will Smith as a girl. You're bringing up Will Smith. Will Smith came up here and told us how his father was beating his mother. Him growing up seeing that. And he carried that pain, he said. All of his life he had that pain. When you grow up with a childhood trauma like that, especially a trauma that something not good happened, something that unfair happened from other human beings that did it. When you grow up, when other human beings continue to do something wrong, it reminds you of that. That's why you're gonna react to it. You keep remembering how evil these human beings are from day one. Do you understand what I'm saying? So anybody that don't want to bring up Will Smith as a child, doesn't matter boy or a girl, you're gonna bring up Will Smith if you are doing this to their mother, abusing their mother, or abusing the actual child. A lot of us learn something from our community that we have to unlearn, and that's the reality. It's not everything we learn growing up and everything happened to us growing up that is good for us to continue doing it. This life now we live in doesn't work with certain things. It's called being a human. You have to change your mindset. You understand? And it's called being honest. Good. This is what I come to tell us. I hope even if it's one person that is listening with their senses, they will understand what I'm trying to say. I don't care how many people watching me, as long as one person at least get me. If anyone coming and they're not going to speak English, I'm not going to take them because this is English. I want us to know that as long as we keep abusing women and children, we're going to bring up more Will Smith. People that are going to be professional standing there and behaving like a effing ghetto person. We're going to continue bringing them up to this earth. Life alone is hard enough. As you can see, Will Smith, him and his wife, they have problem. Their love is like, but they don't want to stop. They keep fighting to continue, but it's like the relationship. Life alone have problem. That's why when you have a child, don't create problem for them and traumatize them. Because they have to have that trauma plus life problem. So their life is going to be double hard then. Because you cannot be on this earth without problem. So don't create massive problem and then the person going to grow up and have another problem, and it could be a massive one on top of the other massive one. Thank you guys. I have to go soon. So that's it. Anybody that is bringing up children or have wife or husband, understand that if you do certain things like this, yes, I have children, then you're bringing up people like Will Smith. I don't speak Swedish. You mean English? People like Will Smith, they come from abusive home. That's why they're like this. And he said it all the time, crying. It's very sad. I hope he will get help. I hope that things are going to end up well with him. I pray. But what he did is very bad. And for people saying that it's good and this man deserves it, they're worse than him. This is not about Will Smith or the man. This is about the people that is watching. The community. You teaching them to take a gun and shoot when you're angry, or slap someone and try to strangle them when you're angry. That is what's wrong. That's what we're not gonna teach. Do you understand? This is nothing to do with I love Will Smith or I love this other guy or whatever, or whoever did right and wrong. I don't care about any of that. All I'm saying is you cannot promote someone who is promoting violence. We already have enough violence in this earth. And America have guns, and all these other countries now have guns and knives. We see the youths that stabbing each other's knife all the time, the youths, and using gun, So you, as an adult, cannot come and tell them that's fine. What he did was right. Let me mute you. Anyone that's saying what he did is right, I'm going to mute you. You're not going to say that here. You can open your TikTok and say that your own. Say your idiotic stuff there, not here. Why are you asking how many children I have? I have 2 boys and a girl, but why? What that got to do with this topic? I don't know. What do you use on your skin? I don't use stuff for my skin. I eat healthy stuff. That's why my skin is good. But I just use shea butter and black soap. I don't bleach. That's what I do for my skin anyway. Let's think. I condemn the hell out of this. Anyone that's saying what he did is good, you're violent, you're weak. What he did is violent and weak and need help. These 3 is what he did. Anyone that say is good, you're like him. You're violent, you're weak. You cannot control your temper, that means you're weak. And you need help, you're like him. Traumatized as well, 4. Traumatized, violence, weak, which is you cannot control your temper, and whatever the hell. Exactly. Thank you. I sell the outfits. I sell all of these outfits that I'm wearing. Anyone that said what Will Smith did is good, you are hopeless like him. You have to message me. We are friends on TikTok. You have to message me. Anyone who said this is good, you are like him. And you are violent. Anyone that is violent need help, you know that. Anyone that is violent is suffering from life, suffering from pain, suffering from, No, he did not did it out of love. People always do the wrong thing and say, I did it out of love. That's not love. No one was attacking his wife with a gun. That's not love. That's just, he cannot control his temper, and which means he needs help. He's suffering. When the human being is suffering inside, they're not happy, they cannot control their temper. They're gonna kill anyone for any little thing. He needs help. People like him need help. Fatou du ngeen tëddi aca génnee sa phone bi te nga wax àddina ko ngeen tëddi fayal internet bi bu ko fay maa ngi def vidéo génnee sa phone bi te nga teg ko si walkway bi ak aadi. I forgot, my children supposed to go to bed, tomorrow is school. Even me, I'm gonna end this video soon. Mane dem leen tëddi ëllëg school la. Ana aadi check ko. Aadi yow ba tey tëddi ho. Ana device yi. Indi device yi fii aadi. Indi device yi fii. Hey, I forgot the children did not go to bed. These children, they're not even young. They're like 13 and 15, but I still have to talk for them to go to bed. Hey, God. And then in the morning, hear whose alarm is going to be ringing and they're pretending like they're half dead. Ana device bi yow su may def vidéo wax naa la su beet jotee da nga dem tëddi léegi su may defati vidéo da nga dem tëddi tegal taxawal rek tegal lii fii maa ngi des sama vidéo tegal foofu rek aadi tegal fii su may defati vidéo léegi ngay dem tëddi bàyyi force suma parewu sa ana remote ba dama indi remote game ba aadi dama indi remote game ba maa ngi def vidéo dama indi remote game ba su may defati vidéo léegi da ngay tëddi I don't care it's 9 o'clock aadi dama indi remote game ba 11 moo jot te gi nga soo xëyee suba xeexuwoo ngay xaar ko la xee sa alarm bi di ring te xeexuwoo don't allow benn device suba whole day I'm telling you this I swear to Allah indi remote game bi right now. These children, it's so hard to bring up children nowadays, especially here abroad. And when they're teenagers, that's even worse. In the morning when the alarm is ringing and they're not going to get up, and now you have to talk for them to go to bed. Put the game remote there. Ana Adi, put the game remote there. Take a remote bi fii. Ana remote bi. Man ngay xaw ma su ma jógee te génne hoo remote game bi danañ la suuli te su ma ko gisee danaa ko damm ana remote game bi teg ko foofu te nga tukku génne la living room bi ngaa repp loo nga ree tëjal la bunt bi. What the hell? This child want me to be worse than Will Smith or what? Me trying to talk about Will Smith finding bridge. These children, they're so hard to bring up because what happened is they're looking for every opportunity to not go to bed when the next day is school. That's why I don't even do evening videos. Because when I'm in the video and they don't go to bed, it's just a nightmare. What happened is A lot of us come from home that people abuse us, and stuff. It's like that, yeah, when they're teenagers, it's even worse. Thank you. Thank you for, watching and liking and giving me. I even have to go, guys. I'm tired from exercising. Yesterday I did too much exercise. And today I was busy all day in this training. At this training, sorry. So, it's not easy to be a great mom, whatever great mom is. But anyway, all I want is my community to know that the way we are brought up, smacking and screaming, and screaming, even I scream sometimes when I'm angry, as you can see me. Even I don't care, I'm on the camera or not. When I'm angry, I'm worse than, this man. But screaming is bad, but it's bad enough. But really, like smacking the children, serious beating that African community do, and to even do it to the child mother, is why Will Smith was doing that. Because the way he grew up, his father hitting his mother. When the child grew up, you hitting them or hitting their mother or hitting anyone in front of them, for that matter, it could be anyone, you are developing them to hit when they grow up. That's what my community don't know. They still don't know that. My community still refuse to know that. They know it, but they still ignore it because they love, hating people, and they don't want to change. They still, if Adi have another parent, by now they hit Adi so much that the government take Adi away, or Adi is effing traumatized to death, because Adi is so annoying. Like, not so bad, to be honest. I saw other children that are worse, but still. And Adi sometimes will just wake up, look for excuse to not go to school, or just eating all the shopping all the time. Whatever shopping you buy, Adi will finish it. If Adi have another African parent, especially another Gambian woman, or anything like that, by now Adi is dead, or they took him away, or what. Because every day they will hit him until he's half dead. Nobody hitting you. We are all with you. What do you mean nobody hitting you? These people want to come, but unless if they can talk in English. Is this not this Abu or something? Is this not the person that was saying what Will did is fine, or what Will did it out of love? I don't have energy for that type of people to come on. I have to go, guys. You cannot say that Will, what he did it out of love. Do you not know that some of our parents in Africa who used to beat us all the time, really serious, horrible beating, or even like what Will's mother went through? Do you not know that some men will hit you like what Will's father was doing to his mother? And then they will tell you that I did it out of love. Do you not know that what Will's mother went through until she had to run and leave them alone to grow up on their own? Do you not know that if you ask the father, if he's alive right now, if you ask him, he will tell you he did it because he loved her, he was protecting her, or whatever. Do you not know? That's where he learned this from. Do you not know that our parents that was smacking us to death in Africa, beating you like they're your slave master, do you not know that they'll tell you that they did it out of love? You like it when they did that to you. If you like it, then you hate yourself. You don't love and respect yourself at all. And they did it out of love. You like that type of love? This is not love. This is traumatized. And what they're doing is wrong. You calling it love just because you're hopeless. But anyway. Hi, Fatu. Yeah, everything is fine. So what happened is, I just come this evening. I don't want to stay long because I'm tired, like I said. When I saw that, I was like, this is what I always talked about. That's why I jump on the camera, but I'm going to go. If you have a parent, and if you have a wife or a son or a daughter and you're smacking them and you're beating the wife in front of the children, just know that you're bringing up another Will Smith. And one day, your child will be a professional like Will Smith. And they're going to embarrass your entire generation like this. Slapping people in public and going crazy. Because this world, a lot of people are bullies, and that's the reality. They are bullies for different reasons. Some people are bullies because people bully them so much that themselves become bully too now. Some people are bullies because they're dying with pain. But some people are bullies, they have pain maybe, because if you don't have pain, you cannot bully someone no matter what I believe. Well, depend, but because sometimes we're just human. But some people have pain, but it's not as serious as the other person that is a pure bully because of pain. But they're bullying because they learn to defend themselves from the bully. Because they bully them so much that now they learn how to defend themselves so much that now they become bully themselves. A lot of us are like that, especially in the African community. Because from a young age, they're bullying you. So you must learn how to bully them, if you want to survive. But even if someone is bullying you and you know that you come from a community of bully, I don't think there's any community that is bully like the black community. I think the black community is the number one bully in the whole world. That I can bet my life on. I don't know much about other communities because I'm from black community, but I think the black community is the worst bully in the whole world. Any black person that want to tell the truth will not deny it. So if you come from a black community, you have to learn how to control your temper. Because you have to know the community you come from. Every community you come from have their own issues, and you have to know it and master your way around it. Know how to maneuver around it. What's the English word? How to, handle it. But if you're just like some Chinese person in the middle of the black people who don't know what to do, slapping people and going crazy, you have to know I come from a community that always bully people, and going crazy. So now I'm not gonna allow, people to bully me, and I'm gonna fight in public and slap on the camera, in front of the camera. So that's it. Even if this man is a pure bully, he's totally wrong. The man is wrong, but it's like the man is wrong 1 and him is wrong 1 million. And that's not why I'm here. I'm here to remind us that if you want to bring up another Will Smith and worse, continue abusing your children and your partner, just like his father was abusing his mother. Do you hear me? I know a lot of you that are doing that, you don't want to hear it. You hate to hear it. It's in your blood. Too used to abusing, you can't stop. When you're too used to hitting children or hitting your wife, you are worse than a drug addict. You need a lot of help. Message me. Email me. My email address is on my bios or my abouts, and look for my email address. If it's here, it's on the bio. If it's YouTube, it's on the about. I'm at olofgmail.com. Email me, I'll help you. You can stop it. There's nothing you cannot stop, especially violence. Violence is very easy to stop. Physical violence is very easy to stop. I'll teach you how to stop it. If you don't stop physical violence, you do that in front of children, you ruin their life. That's why Will Smith did this. It's not because of love. It's because his father was doing that to his mother. He said it all the time in his videos. He learned it from there. You hear? So you want to bring up children like him. Either you are alive or dead. They're going to embarrass you like him. And going to pay the consequence. Even might go to prison because of this. Might kill someone. Might injure someone. And go to prison. You want that kind of children? Continue doing your violence. Hitting the children to have death. Hitting their mother. Continue doing that if that's what you want. You don't want that, you stop. That's what I come to tell you. I'm going. I pray we shall have a good night. I pray we shall know what our problem is and learn to stop it. The African community and black community is full of domestic violence and people that grow up from an abusive home. But why people don't talk about it is that when you talk about something, people use it to bully you forever. That's why you cannot talk about it. That's why it's rampant. Almost every home. More home in the African community. The African community have more abusive home than any community in the world. Physical abuse, verbal abuse, all kind of abuse you can name of. African home have it more than any other home in the world. Simply because whenever we want to talk about it, especially when people come out and cry and tell them what they've been through, they use it to bully you forever and to make other people to not come out and talk. So that everybody will back out and be like, if I talk, I'm going to be like this person, so I can't talk. So then everybody is just going to hide and start drinking alcohol and doing stupid stuff because they're stressed. This is why the African community is like this, and the black community in general, even Americans. Very serious. So this matter is nothing to do with Will and the effing comedian guy, effing Will. I don't care about those. Me, I'm talking for the whole community in general. Do you understand? Whenever there's an issue I'm talking about, I'm not talking about it for the one individual or two or group of people. I'm talking about it for the whole community, including myself and everybody else. You understand? I don't talk because I don't like this person or stupid idiot stuff. I don't have time for that. I talk because whatever that is happening is affecting the whole community. And it's going to continue affecting more. Right, I have to go now, guys. Thank you. Love you too. Good night. Maa ngay dem. So yeah, lu ma leen doon wax rek mooy dinaa si wax si xolof beneen yoon suma mee time vidéo bii nii. Will lum def nii dóor góor gii nii si digg télé bi si digg ndaje mi àdduna si yëpp di ko génnee xibaar yi yëpp di ko génnee mu gàcceel nit ku ñuul yi yëpp àdduna si tout du nit ku ñuuli Amérique rek. Li ko waral mooy nu magee gis baayam di dóor yaayam. Will mu ne dafa mag si kër goo xam ne baayam daf dee dóor yaayam. Xam ngeen Will Smith, xaaral ma won leen ko yéen ñi koy xëy na du ngeen xàmmee turam. Mu ne dafa mag si kër goo xam ne baayam daf doon dóor yaayam all the time ba yaayam xëm. Kii mooy Will Smith, kii la dóor ci digg ndaje mi.
Me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Dóor na ko. Kii mooy Will Smith, xam ngeen.
Wow.
Will Smith mi kim dóor noo xaritam la woon. Xam na ba tey xarit lañ. Dafa doon force vidéo bi ngeen njëkk a gis fi góor gi solee lu weex noonu. Dafa doon def ay comédie, góor gi comédien la. dafa doon def ay comédie tooñ ci jabari Will Smith mu ne comédie bu mu ko tooñoon neexu ko ay xat ci gannaaw démb si guddi ñuy defaat ndaje gu rëy rëy di leen jox seen médaille yiñ gañe ci seen liggéey bi seen acting liggéey bi ñuy def léegi mu defaat comédie tooñ ci jabaram xooxee ko xaw ma lan parce que jabaram xamul kawar dafa wat kawaram gi ñu ne xaw ma dafa am ban feebar boo xam ne daf dee lifin génnee kawar koo tooñ ko mu ne si ñàkk kawar gi xooxee ko xaw ma lan lu ñàkk kawar daal la ko xooxee xaw ma rab la xaw ma lu mu ko xooxee noonu léegi Will Smith mer first time sax bu mu waxee lu gars yi dañ doon ree ñëpp di ree de ak even Will si boppam jabaram sax ree na waaye dafa change kanamam bi mooy ne happy wut si li ko kooku wax and then after si la Will jóg dem fekk kooku fu mu taxaw di wax di def suu bi rek mu mbéj ko si digg àddina si fekk ay millions yi nit ñu ngi seetaan loolu yeah just I have to go that's why but next time inshallah so li tax Will dóor kii si digg ndaje mi Will wax na ne moom bu mu nekkee xale yaayam baayam daf ko daan dóor ba yaayam xëm nokkeetu like ne yereng xëm mu jéegi si la yaayam daw wucci leen ñoom kese seen baay yar leen ndig dóor yópp yi ko baayam daan dóor mu ne métit woo moom la xamee ba nu mu nekkee mag métit woo mu ngi ko topp muy xalaat ne moom mënut xuna dimbale yaayam keroog ba ko baayam di dóor ba yaayam tëdd ne las passed out mooy xëm ca la gëj a gisee yaayam afta mu ne sa la yaayam daw mu ne moom su mu nekkoon mag daf doon dimbale yaayam keroog waaye mënu ko woon a dimbale naqat woo moo ko xamee lim gis noonu yaayam baayam di ko def yaayam moo tax mu foog ne moom mun naa def loolu yenn keneen nit moo tax muy mbéj nit ñi si digg télé bi ay millions ngi nit di seetaan nga jóg di mbéj nit mel ni gune gu ndaw gune gu xam juróomi at sax du def loolu nit ki su fekkee ne sa xarit la ida ngeen am problème or whatever muy meeg jóg di kafees di jóokee sa jabar boppam bu xamul kawar bi te loolu neexul la loolu jaru ngay jóg di ko mbéj ci àddina si surtout nit ku ñuuli Amérique ak ni la tubaab yi yabee moos nga nekk borom xaalis nekk millionnaire nekk acteur ñépp xam la caméra yi wër la ngay rusloo sa bopp ak sa famille tay ko dóor yi yaayam daan dóor baayam moo ko xamee ba tey soo gisee ma ñëw tey pour def topic bii lii laa dee wax ci community xat bi yépp li may wax ci community bi mooy nit ñi nañ bàyyi xale yi ñuy toroxal ak jigéen sooy toroxal xale yi ak jigéen xamal ne yaa ngi toroxal community bi ñi la wër ñëpp surtout gune yu ndaw yi suñ magee ñoom itam ngay yàq seen àdduna ñoom ñi koy gis xam nga ne Will su fekkoon fa mag ci kër goo xam ne yaayam baayam ñëwutoon di dóor yaayam ni konoon kii du tooñee jabaram ñàkk kawar tax mu jóg di mbéj kii ci digg ndaje mi ci digg télé bi àddina si di ko gis ci digg bitim réew gi nga xam ne Afrique sax ku wét du def loolu xam nga ne soo gisee Will def loolu di sedd xoli bañam yépp ak a jàngal suñ gune yi ne soo meree ngaa war a jàmpaaka wala nga mer wala nga fetel wala nga rey nit xam nga ne soo gisee Will di def noonu lu mag gis baayam di dóor ndeyam moo tax su doon fa magee ci kër goo xam ne kër ak nit la su nit meree sax dafa xam fu muy xem ñu konoon loolu la doon jàng ñu konoon su meree sax fa xam fu muy xem even këram bu fa meree fa xam fu muy xem waxuma la ci digg ndaje nag kii bu doon fa ñaawalee jabaram jóg def comédie jóg ak jabaram lu rëy lu serious sax warut a tax muy def li surtout ñàkk kawar lu si jar rey nit léegi nga xam ne nit ñi kenn xamatul kawar tubaab bi sax fa ñuy def ay mees wala ay këpp wala yokk dara seen kawar gi ñoom Amérique jigéen ñi àdduna ñëpp kenn xamewu ci kawaram ñoom ñëpp ay wig lañuy sol loolu lu si jar ñi jóg di rey nit xaw ma di mbéj nit ci digg géew fi ne yàq na deram si àddina si yëpp yàq bokkam yëpp ne ku ko bugg ku ne gàcce rey na la ñu bari danañ ko cancel nit ñaa ngi xalaat sax ne lifin bi ñu ko jox ni médaille bi danañ ko nangu fi mu ne golo gong yem na ko vidéo ba mbéjee kii mu ngi ne xus si àddina si xibaar yépp di ko teg fa rus ba gannaaw bu mu ko mbéjee fa jël caméra bi di wax bay jooy xoolal lii rek su fekkutoon dafa mag ci kër goo xam ne fañ doon dóor yaayam mu di ko gis ndax dana dem ba mag nekk borom xaalis bi mu nekk professionnel bi mu nekk mag mi mu nekk Will Smith est-ce que xamul juróom fukki at Will Smith du gune xam ñaari doomam yu mag nekk mag mi mu ne nekk professionnel bi mu nekk télé yi wër ko tubaab yi yëpp wër ko nit ñëpp wër ko mu jóg di mbéj ni ci digg géew ndig ne kooka fa doon comédie di foxee mbiri jabaram Muhammad Kawar loolu jar na li mag baayam di dóor yaayam naqat woo moo ko xamee ba tey ak jikko ju bon ji gisoon baayam di ko def noonu moo tax gisu mbon gi ne ci loolu lu bon looy def ci kay kanami gune ñi di ko gis surtout gune yooyu jut xamal ne yàqal nga leen seen àddina duñ ko giseeti lu bon te boo dundee boo deexee danañ ko def lu ci bëri boo dundee boo deexee danañ ko def te mën nañ cee tëddi kaso mën na leen a yàqal seen àdduna mën na leen a tax a xaru gis nga Will Smith fu mu nekk nii koy tuur ma dana xaru ci lu mu def nii ndax lu mu def nii gàcce gu rëy la te rëccu na ko si saa si ba mu paree si la jël caméra bi di wax bay jooy fi mu ne noonu mi yëpp a ngi kontaan danañ continuer di ko bulli di ko ñaawal si lii nit ñi ñëpp a ngi jaaxle sax ne yàlla bu mu xaru parce que dafa xamoon problème ak jabaram bu yàgg ñu ngi si loolu far mu ñëw di mbéj nit ñi si digg télé bi si digg àddina si digg award night bu ñu leen di joxee award million si nit di seetaan télé bi plus ay junni nit ya fa neen Lapita Nyong'o ngi toog dendeek moom célébrité yépp ne fa nga jóg di mbéj nit ni gune gu ndaw su juddowutoon ci kër gu ñuy mbéjantee di dóorante ndax dana xam loolu lii soo gisee ma jóg man faalewuma Will Smith faalewuma kam mbéj suma community bi nga xam ne tey ñu ngi dóor seen jabar yi ci kanam xale comme na baayam daan def yaayam aka dóor gune yi ñoom ci seen bopp dóor yu soxot community boobu moo tax ma jóg ak génn tey di leen wax li ma leen di waxat yi yépp gune yu mel ni Will Smith nag ngeen di indi xam leen ko man nag maa ngay tëddi gune yu mel ni Will Smith suñ magee suñ nekkee président sax wala ñu nekk ministre wala ñu nekk ku barke di mbéj nit ñi si digg ndaje caméra yi wër leen ak a dóor seen jabar yeeg seen doom yi ba mu génn siiw gàcce gi wër leen mu yàqal leen xalal ju bari teg leen naqat jox leen record bu bon ba ñuy dee seen der du setaan te suñ ëttuut mën nañ see xaru nga ngir gàcce ak naqat façon ngi doom yi ngeen di indi su ngeen di dóor seen jabar yi seen doom yi di ko gis mbala ngeen di dóor gune yi seen bopp dóor yi soxot scientist yëpp wax nañ ko gune gu mag ci këri dóore xam na 99 chance xaw ma 90 something percent chance of doing it gune gu mag ci këri dóore buy fukk la juróom-ñett ya wala juróom-ñeent yëpp danañ dóore balaa ñoo dee te dóore ba nag ak yu dóoreem ak fooy dóoree ak koy dóor ak ñaata yoon ngay dóore yóbbu na nit prison dóoreer tax na nga rey nit wala nga fetal nit wala nga jam ko paaka tëddi kaso suñ ñaata doom ñoo tëddi kaso bi ko nit kuñ jam paaka suñ ñaata doom lañ suul bi ko saf moromam a ko jam paaka wala mu fetal ko wala mu rey ko ifin suñ jigéen ñi sax léegi dañuy rayante waxuma laa gune góor yi foofoog ne fa lañ ko jàngee lu dul kër yi ñi mag di ko gis koo xam ne yaa ngi soxot taxay dal la defal sa bopp nit nga faju community bi dañu jàngal jikko yu bari yoo xam ne baaxul waaye li tax mënta génn mooy ku fi génn wax li métit bi la community bi def ak lu bon liñ la def nit ñi nga xam ne wéruñ li leen community bi def moo raw liñ la def ba tax ñu dof ñooy jóg di la ko ñaawalee di la ko bulee ay xat moo tax kenn du ñemee génn wax ñëpp a ngi ne yareŋ di yundu kuy wax ñu yundu di la xas di la yundu di la jooj di la ree ne teg naan kii man lu ma dund sax moo raw waaye duma ko wax kii dafa dof mu ñëw di wax problème am du ne boroom dafa dof de fa bugg problème bi dakk buggut problème bi continuer nit ñi di daw di nëbbu ci ronlal yi di def lu ñu war ta def bi ko day stress waaye nit ñi nga xam ne ku génn wax lu mu dund pour nit ñi ba ko nga ñëw di ko ñaawal yow yaay yokk problème bi te yow xàq nit ñi danañ la dal parce que community bi dafa sonn te torox te dund metit ku ko yërëmut nga ba ko allo community bi dafa sonn te dund metit may ñoo dem sax guys ku ko yërëmut nga ba ko muy community nit ku ñuul yëpp bañ ne Amérique waxoon naa leen ko saa yu ne maa ngi leen koy wax ci vidéo américain yu ñuul yi ñoo ñun a xem ñun africain yu ñuul yi dama di seetaan seen vidéo yi fañ xam problème yi dóor problème yi seen góor ñi ñoom ñu si bari bugg jigéen mën a fen mën a sàggane jigéen ak xale seen jigéen ñi ñoom ñu ci bari bugg ay matériel yu bari di bugg ay yére ay design yére yu seer ak ay këpp ak ay yooyu ay make-up ay we matériel jigéeni matérialistique daal exactly comme African community bi di seen problème bi ne si ñun ñoom ñu bari fañ magee ci kër yoo xam ne dañ leen daan dóor wala dóor seen yaay wala dóor leen ñoom sexually abuse leen toroxal leen dama dee gis seen vidéo yi all the time waaye at least ñoom fi ñu wuteeg ñun ñoom dañ jóg pour faj seen bopp te ñoom ku si jóg pour wax nit ñi duñ lay use di la bully ku si jóg pour wax nit ñi dañ la dee déglu support la wax ne li ngay wax ni dafa war a dakk warut a xam dégg leen lii rek li a tax kay ñun ñu mel nii li a tax ñuy rayante di drogue di cagatu di def lu bon li a tax ñun black american duñ barke tubaab yi di ñu yeb dégg leen lii rek te dañuy jël mexone lu noonu ñu déglu borom ba pare mexone ñu li condemn loolu te du nekk di jël borom di ko gaaru xaale di ko bulli di use loolu di ko gaaru xaale di ko bulli ay fukki at ci kanam ba borom du waxati ñoom du ñuy def loolu looloo tax ñoom dañ dee génn di wax seen vidéo yi saa woo gisee seen vidéo yi danga gis different nit a ngi ñëw kii naan man lii la suma benn nijaay moo ma defoon lii kii naan man suma benn baay moo ma defoon lii wala kii naan suma benn lii moo ma defoon lii pour nit ñi bàyyi xel waaye ñun soo gisee vidéo bu ñuy def dafay jafe sax pour nit dugg si ne nangam dund naa ko man moo tax ku dugg suma vidéo sax di wax ne nangam dund naa ko dama dee tiit du ngeen koy gis loo fa ne moo tax du may nekk di kaa nit ñi seen problème nit ñi di dugg di wax ñu ko noon maa fi nekk number one kuy kaa nit ñi seen problème because man maa njëkk a génn wax lu ma dund ci community bi waaye soo gisee ma dee ragal because xam naa ne nit ñi dañ leen di bully after 10 years later ñu ngi leen di bully comme nuñ may def man te xéenewuma leen loolu ndax soo dundee métti daf dee easy nga ñëw rek jël caméra bi pour wax nit ñi ne bu leen dund lii oytu leen lii man lii dund naa ko lu tax lii ñu di ko def waaye doo xalaat ne soo paree nit ñi dañ koy use di la bully fukki xat ci kanam ba soo deexee bi ko community bi wéruñ ñoom ñu si bëri si community bi wéruñ moo tax dama dee ragal nit ñi ñëw suma plateforme di wax dama dee bëgg kuy wax nga dem wax yow kenn sa plateforme parce que soo ñëwee wax suma plateforme ba pare nit ñi di la ko bully man damay tëdd guddi di la yërëm wala nga di ko réccu ne si plateforme yi ami laa demoon wax su ma yëgoon sax duma ko def moo tax man pour ma call nit laajal nit ñi may seetaan du ma mës a call nit ne ko ñëwal wax nangam suma programme bi wala ñëwal wax li nga dund parce que man lu ma dund first time bu ma ko njëkkee wax ci suma Gambian community bii nii mooy plateforme Gambian nit laa demoon wax ko fa te borom mu ma kool ne ma kaay wax li nga dund ci man nit ñi dégg ko ndax nit ñi jàng si di ma kool di ma neexal ay fan ne naa dem wax waaye ba ma demee wax ko fa ba pare nit ñi di ma buli fa ma seetaan mel ni xamagul ma balaa ma fay dem fa ma doon kool di ma ñaan after bu ma fa demee xamatul nu may koolee sax faaleetul suma ndey sax Facebook la ma daan koolee after mu jël suma WhatsApp waaye ba ma fa demee ba mu interview ma pare ba àddina si dégg ko ndaje mi rek la bëggoon ñu bëri dañ la dee interview defuñ ko pour dimbale community dañ ko dee def pour ndaje mi ñëw seetaan leen community bi dafa feebar de even ñi dee wax sax ñu bëri ñoo gën a feebar xamoo loolu te jóguñ di wax pour dimbale community bi seen wax bi yëpp féeg la ak ndaje la ñuy wut kuuka ba ma doon kool di ma ñaan pour ma ñëw wax ba ma ñëw wax sa la gëj a xam suma numéro sa la ma gëj a kool fàtte suma ndey ma des ak community bi nag ñu di ma buli community bi ñoo ma gën a jàngal defante gi ndi vidéo yi ay xat ñu di ma buli ba jàngal ma defante masta community bi ñoo ma ko jàngal allo Penda soo ñun nit ku ñu community surtout Africa soo gisee suñ feebar bi du mën a wér ku génn ñëw wax lu mu dund nit ñi di ko ñaawalee man moo tax ku ñëw si man dama dee tiit gisoo man su ma dee def vidéo ba nit commencé di wax sax lu mu dund rek wala nanga dama ko doon oytul de noppil bàyyil noppil bu ko fi waxee gisoo loolu waaruwoo te nit ñu bari su nit duggee rek ñu tëb na wax tàppatale akra bi bës leen déggal kii lu mu wax rek oyo bës leen seddoo leen parce que nit ñu bari ñu ngi ne ngéej nit ñëw wax bañ xam diw waaye man maa ngi tiit parce que xam naa ne li ngay wax nii soo oytuwut danga ko rëccu parce que communauté bi danañ la buli soo man lu ma wax suma communauté bi lu ma dund rëccuwuma ko de xam nga lu tax lu métti nit ñi buli ma suma jooyee femp suma ronko ji sax suma xalaatee duma ko rëccu parce que man ñu bari tamit ñoo ma dee kool di ma wax ne man maa tax ñu wecc seen dëkkin man maa tax ñu wecc seen jëfin man maa tax ñu bàyyi stress yu bari sax ak jàng ni ñuy forcé mën a muñ te gëm seen bopp bi ko métit bi ñu xamoon ba tax ñuy def lu ñu war a def man lañ gis ak suma métit nu ma toogee di ko muñ di forcé di muñ at yi moo tax ñoom it ñu jàng si man loolu nit ñi dañ ma ko dee call di ma ko wax call Facebook wala ay Instagram wala call nii rek suñu xamee suma number on WhatsApp ak comment dangeen ko dee gis sax naan ma sa liggéey bi baax na yaa ngi ceeñ ay nit wala jàng naa lu bari si yow loolu dëgg la de dañ ma ko dee call di ma ko wax physical call ma dégg borom nii voice am loolu moo dee gën a tax sax jox ma courage waaye su fekkoon ne ñu may buli rek la ñu may ñaawal rek la nu konoon sax ba gedd naa ba bàyyi di wax suma lu ma dund suma communauté bi pour ñu ba ko te gis nga ñun fekk ñu ngi toroxal nit ñi comme Will Smith nu génnee noonu ne yaayam dafa gisoon baayam di ko toroxal ba yaayam daw ba leen ngir dóor yu bari loolu baax na de tax na tey bu mu demee ba mbéj nit ki si àdduna si digg àdduna si ñépp xam nañ ne Will Smith nu magee ci kër gu ko baayam daan dóor yaayam moo tax Will Smith di dem di def lii léegi loolu dara tax ba kuy dóor nit tanga dof soo buggee soo wétee kay danga ba danga xam ne soo baxut doom ju mel ni Will Smith ngay indi doom ju mag ne téléphone bi caaju dama war a dem dangay xam ne dangay xam doom ju mel ni Will Smith mu mag su nekkee professionnel sax bu mag nit ñi di ko xool ci kaw mu wàccee boppam ba ci suuf di mbéj nit ñi ci digg ndaje xam nga loolu kenn bëgg ko te doom ji su nekk professionnel comme Will Smith sax xuuru ndax doom ji mën naa nekk di xeex jam nit paaka ci ker mango yi loo fa ne moo tax suñ gune góor yépp a ngi jamante paaka ak rayante Afrique xamuñ fetel Amérique gañ xam fetel bu set ñu ngi fetelante is not bi ko Amérique fa xam fetel de Amérique du ne ku fa xam fetel rek moo koy use lu ko noonu ñoom ñëpp dee nañ nit ñi fa xam fetel te ñu ngi yaroo ci këri violent këri métital ñoo dee métital nit ñi di leen fetal waaye nit ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi yaroo ci këri nit seen fetal yi dañ ko dee use dañ ko dee xam ne dund ba dee duñ ko mës a use suñ ko waree use sax duñ ko use dañuy xaar ba nga xam ne xamuñ pexe ba leen koo use ndax xam fetal rek taxul nga rey nit fa fekkoon nga bugg a rey nit te ku bugg a rey nit su xamul fetal sax dana la rey dana la xoj ba nga dee kon nag man ñëwuma fii nii si guddi gi pour Will Smith de faale huma naan Will Smith ak góor gëlee këlee xam dëgg këlee xam right su ma yoon néew si ñoom man du may wax pour ne diw moo tax may wax wala diw man lu ma wax lu ne rek problème bi community bi yëpp la luy sonnal community bi yëpp la ma gis ko moo tax ma di ko wax waaye du dee nekk pour di ko sof dispassé wala dispassé non surtout yu xam fayda yu demee nii community bi yëpp a tax ma génn si guddi gi ngir yàlla koo xam ne yaa ngi dóor sa doom yi wala sa jabar wala even sa jëkkër ne ñuy dóor seen jëkkër bariwul waaye xam na xamal ne yaa ngi indi façon ngi doom bu mel ni Will Smith du xam nu muy téye boppam su meree dóor rek lay xalaat su meree parce que loolu nga ko jàngal kuy jàngal gune nag ku soo meree ngay dóor gune gu nga xamal ne yow yaa ngi koy tëjlu kaso yaa ngi koy reylu yaa ngi tas séyam yàq digganteem ak xaritam yàqal ko liggéeyam yàqal ko xadunaam daal nga koo rey tam muy dox parce que doomu adama njaay ak merexand surtout xaduna léegi bii nit ñi dañ mën a ñaawalante mën a tooñ mën a buli kuñ jàngalu nooy téye sa tempa ñu jàngal la soo meree na nga rey nit wala na nga ko dóor ne dóor mooy rey rek baax na maa ngay dem ku miin dóor nag sama wax du tax nga ba ko de yàlla rek moo lay dimbale nga séef sa bopp ba ko waaye sama wax du tax nga ba ko dóor drogue boo xam ne la dóor moo raw cigarette moo raw sàngara drogue la boo ko miinee ndax soo ko miinee su sa xol buy jóg rek nga xalaat dóor te bu sa loxo bi dem sax doo ko tey ku ko miin nag dama email danaa ko dimbale walla nga wuti ndimbal si keneen lu nit mën a bala community bi li ñu jàngal yépp du wut yépp a baax fu mu jaar ñu nangu ko te def si dara waaw fanaan leen jàmm maa ngay dem ba subaa jàmm insha allah fanaan leen jàmm Penda maa ngi dem faa nga ko bugg a dugg waaye damay dem sorry yow kii ku bugg a dugg nii man damay dem suba jàmm insha allah damay ne dama sonn si job training bu ma demoon nii and stuff bye ba suba jàmm insha allah guys fanaan jàmm